longer. Even if you're not sure if you need hearing aids, don't this gender qualified hearing aids have little or no cost to you. Participate in this special consumer trial. It's the originally seen and more furniture with one series and even targeting just in time for summer entertaining. Holiday celebrations. Choices will get our one test subscription sales tax and absolutely no systems until March 2026. Plus, you get free one book delivery and when you can donate your chicken use pieces locally. Use it on purchase today. Everyone gets more for less. We're a team that has the passion to serve and strengthen our great community. A team that cares to help you recover from property damage faster so that you can get back to what matters most to you. Water extraction insurance is the exception in the industry. Why call Trust Anyways?
The next is the media arts. We have more than just career education involved in the movement. We give you tools, inspiration, and support to turn your creative dreams into reality. We put your projects and development for exploring specialties. The movement is some benefits and original creative provisions. Helping with the basic social in a learn-box environment that prepares you for real-world success. Which is in the clinical step to the top. You realize that at New Mexico Academy for the Media Arts.
We said we're going to say it again. We've done those things have changed since 2008. England person still provides stem cell work. Getting your already probably brand new and back on track is a top priority. You can rely on certified technicians to complete the task for everyone because they are dedicated to perfection. Don't let the insurance companies make the decision for you. Make the decision. Tuesday, one collision.
Insurance company yourself. So, people represent by attorney gives more than 3 times the money that don't do so fast. He's not found pet sponsor for Mexico Living.
It's time now for Darcy's bigger pet pick. Let's meet our pet today. Everybody's saying and looked at all of them. I told him the tortoise pet that belongs to. This is the she is really hard. Ruffle loves to go to the song in real life. But thank you. But you know, Fred is hoping to get some of those fish from the fishing trips, which they also do. How huge this. All right, guys, if you'd like us to feature your pet, it's very simple. Head up to hairbeauty.com, click on the New Mexico on the top, and click on send as your pet pics down to us. All that's pet. What's the name? Well, should we take the trips? Oh, in the not being talking to forget. Seems very hard. English does go on. See the breaks bad and Kardashian and Renee. Kim Kardashian may enter her Batgirl era. Second, she's in talks to star as the villain in the live-action Bratz movie for Amazon and film Studios, bringing the iconic basketball franchise back to the screen. Queen is already on to produce the project. Plot details are still under wraps. Ransom Canyon is writing down for season 2. Netflix released the modern Western series starring Josh Duhamel, Minka Kelly, and James Brolin. The drama follows two rival ranching families in Texas country, locked in battles over land, legacy, and wealth. Channing Tatum wins a double up in today's first look. He stars in crime drama Ruthman, playing a former Army Ranger who robs McDonald's and other businesses by cutting through their roots after escaping from prison and got out with Toys R Us for month. Until he falls for a single mother played by Kristen Dunst. And one final heist costing everything. The film hits theaters October 10th. Jude Law on a date commit. Uninhabited island in the Galapagos, seeking a utopian life. When more settlers arrive with their own paradise quickly turns into chaos. It opens in theaters August 2nd. In Hollywood, Ashton Borkin, Fox News.
Southwest Vehicle Disposal Center. Safety Sunday. Wood Mall. Saturday, on News Nation's country, John Stussel, America's Mrs. Bell, openly rejecting and sounds of the Mike. Give it a chance. John Stussel, it means Saturday and 7-6 Central on the News Nation. Just
with the season breaking warmer temperatures, there's no better time to get your cooling system serviced and ready for century. Call NCB Mechanical to schedule cooler maintenance, get options for upgraded to a regular edge, or on days there. Don't wait until it gets cold. Call NCB Mechanical today for a free quote and make sure family stays cool. Season long. So the outlook heat and the surrounding areas. NCB Mechanical, call today. By the way, installation on Southern New State. See, a decade experience. All behind the 505, 208, 08, free room inspection.
New revolutionary smells off from one-time stay Friday through Sunday. Expo and Mexico. Exercise with low interference of the parent station. You're gifted. Expected fitness involved. Expo and Mexico. Call 833-SPOT-SIT. The reason Chevy is called Bob because America. Bob is strong, so unwavering. Like the people who teach this country, who then only a most dependable truck, in every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, and the 50 will stay there. Trade in an eligible vehicle and get 7252 on fixed 2025 Chevy offer. With finance with Financial, that's 14% of our lenders fee. See you in Mexico Chevy meeting. Something to lock in balance. National Furniture Neighborhood. Independent Freight. Furniture Process. Let's go to the game category. So let's see, just more idea each. A point contact, $198. The temporary beds and sets, $697. Actually, let's go. Comment set just $788. And then to get to drink market. Let's only when it comes to value. What the intellectual needs, I need so. Great part. There's a credit union. That saves me money. Give me the freedom to do what I love. Excuse me, that's it. Parts content with us. How do you close read 2015 note your need to solution is not to sponsor Mexico.
It's a fun race to the top of the box office this week from F1 the movie to Ed 2.0 and more. We take a look at this week's new releases. Process Ashton Borkin. The killer robot with killer dance takes on a rogue AI in the sequel Megan 2.0. Now leading the franchise, Megan co-stars say there's no limit to what this big screen bestie can do.
It feels like there's this infinite ability to just take this vibe, this essence, and just bring it to other genres, scenarios. And I want to see her like on a beach. I want to see her playing this opera. I want to see her fall in love. I want to see her on her own day.
Now, we're not screen. Brad Pitt and dancing interest get behind the wheel for F1 the movie. They play a veteran racer seeking a comeback and a hotshot rookie taking on the track side by side. The drama's Sorry Baby follows a woman feeling stuck in life until an eye-opening visit with a friend on the brink of a major milestone.
I'm not taking Jason.
The thriller Ponyboy is set over 24 hours on Valentine's Day in New Jersey. It follows a young intersex sex worker running from the mob after a drug deal gone wrong. The film is co-written by star River Gallo. Co-stars include Dylan O'Brien and Murray Bartlett.
It's not a video game. There's not a chance.
On streaming Netflix adds Shark Whisperer. with marine conservationist and social media activist Ocean Ramsey. The documentary features her swimming with sharks as she shares her mission to protect them. In Hollywood, Ashley Morgan, Fox News.
Or you have to be very brave to swim with sharks. I think I'll leave that to her. Guys, if you missed anything or you want to see more on today's show, very easy. Head over to airview.com. We'll click on the next quality tab. That's where you can take a look at our catalog, pet pics, interviews, links for our guests up here, as the local calendar, and so much more. A fun, good filled show for you today. Just in India's local news, you can follow research, having some great event as part of protecting our mental health for page media. Don't help. Guys, have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll see you here tomorrow.
What's next for your community, for your career, and for the healthcare field? Caring to be part of your training, generation of dental and safety professionals, bring you that hands-on training to be ready for a career in the dental health world. We're building on a proven legacy of how we train going back for a century. So if you're ready to train for a career in dental assisting and make a difference in your community, we're ready for you.
Is your small children letting you down? You can put it on blast in your house. Heat small coolers only cool your house up to 15 degrees at maximum efficiency. If you're tired of sweating at home, call Day and Night Plumbing and ask about AC transmission. Day and Night Plumbing help you keep your home cool. You're invited to Freedom Celebration with hundreds of live music from Calvary and ST. Join Police, Direction and Jeremy. Extreme Sports Demos, Car Show, and the Kids Zone. A message from Skip Leipzig and one of East City's best fireworks displays. This is Freedom Celebration. At the end of the details on what's great is it Freedom APQ in order.
I stay at home to 3 kids, a dog, and a bunny. Even with my kids in school or at the house, feels like a fraternity sometimes. So something I got from using my weed is I did not realize how much time spending cleaning bathrooms, scrubbing toilets, bathtubs, cleaning floors, washing machines. When I feel like with while I make coming in, I haven't earned it time because I didn't spend with my kids, or I didn't do crafts with them, or do something for my son lesson.
I'm Gene Stanley, we are on the point. You think so? Yes.
And I was spent 2 decades behind bars of Mexico murder that police say she committed with her teenage daughter. Plus, New Mexico City partners with the state to help solve its ongoing drinking water problem. The latest on the men accused of starting fires in Los Lunas and the Albuquerque Bosque.
Locally clean interests in your Russian TRT used to
Afternoon into a month of destructive fires up and down the Bosque in the metro, and 2 suspects have been arrested for arson. So, what happens to them then? News 13's Beyond the Hoops explains why one lawmaker says it is crucial to hold them accountable. She's live in the Albuquerque Bosque with that story.
The 2 suspects in 2 separate incidences in Albuquerque and Los Lunas spent up to a maximum of 3 years behind bars. A string of fires in Albuquerque and Los Lunas caused destruction in the Bosque and beyond. And now 2 people separately charged with arson. Sean Taylor is charged with one of the 5 fires that sparked late last week in Albuquerque's Bosque. APD arrested Taylor after they say a witness reported him leaving the area of a fire near Alameda with a lighter in his hand. Days later, the Densely County Sheriff's Office arrested Jacob LaHare, accused of setting common one fire that scorched the Bosque and Los Lunas and destroyed 11 homes. He is being charged with negligent arson after a witness told investigators LaHare flipped a cigarette into a pile of cotton and cottonwoods to show his kids how fast it burns. State Senator Mo Maestas says arsonists must be held accountable.
whether it's carelessness or deliberate, if this was arson, it needs to be dealt with.
O'Hare is facing a max of 3 years for negligent arson and property damage, while Taylor also faces 3 years for arson. Maestas believes most penalties are reasonable as the cases get prosecuted.
And the way it is fine. It's not tougher penalties. They not incentivize criminal behavior. What stops criminal behavior is the probability of getting caught and the immediacy of the punishments.
He adds the best way to care for the bosque is to mitigate the risk of the as keeping an eye out is everyone's job.
But the more families and people that go down to the bosque, the less need for policing because it will be naturally policed by families and people who join the bosque.
Aside from the Albuquerque Alameda fire and the Colorado 1 fire in Los Lunas, all other fires remain under investigation.
Thank you. In the past 10 years, 6 people have been suspected of starting property fires in Bernalillo and Valencia counties. 2 of them served jail time. Half of those cases were dropped because defendants were deemed incompetent. Firefighters are still making major progress on the wildfires burning in Los Lunas. Fires collectively known as the Desert Willow Complex have burned nearly 240 acres and destroyed several homes. The Cotton 1 fire now 80% contained. The Cotton 2 fire is 50% contained. Meanwhile, a Class 1 emergency continues in Reynosa until 4:15 this evening, with roads and bridges around Rio Reynosa closed down because of flooding. This video was captured around 2:30 this afternoon, showing the dangerous conditions there. Let's find out just how long the rain is going to continue. For that, let's get to our chief meteorologist, Grant Constable.
Yeah, well, those flow waters have already subsided in the Ruidoso area, so that's some good news. However, we're still seeing some light rainfall down there and could still see that flash flooding return again tomorrow. Southern New Mexico is once again been one of the more active areas across the state. From out around the Stroud fire, we also have flash flood warnings in effect this afternoon to the lower Rio Grande Valley to around Tehachapi and Las Cruces. But of course, we've also been watching the rain has been falling around Ruidoso as this storm developed earlier this afternoon and dropped as much as 1.25 inches of rainfall right over those burn scars in a short amount of time, and it led to that flash flooding some up there this afternoon. Rain is also falling up in location parts of New Mexico who are drier in Albuquerque and on the western and northwestern parts of the state. It's going to become a story now over the next few days. Flood watch is still in effect through late tonight for the Sacramento Mountains and southeastern parts of New Mexico. Flood watch will get reissued again for the Sacramentos tomorrow. I'll show you where else we'll see a chance for rain.
Thank you, Grant. Albuquerque police are investigating a shootout at a northeast Albuquerque gas station who left a man dead. Police responded to the Maverick on Manal and University just before 5 this morning. Investigators say an altercation began across the street at the Crown Plaza Hotel between an employee and another man. They say the employee followed that man to the gas station.
And at some point, so Friday, said the person returned the fire and the event was shot.
ABD says the hotel employee died at the scene while the other man was shot in the leg. He is expected to recover. Police are still investigating what led up to that shooting. ABD also investigating the shooting death of a woman in southeast Albuquerque overnight. Police responded to the Brentwood apartments off Zuni. This is just west of Pennsylvania around midnight. They found a woman with a gunshot wound in the parking lot. Officers took her to the hospital where she died. ABD is still investigating. We'll keep you updated right here on air, of course, online, as we learn more about both of these fatal shootings. An Albuquerque mother has spent 2 decades behind bars in connection to a murder that police say she committed with her teenage daughter. News 13 was at her sentencing today. Brianna Ruiz was in front of Judge Cindy Myers for sentencing in connection to the murder of Santiago Boyba.
Times that I hear him say, "Girl," and he's not there.
Royval's grandmother told Judge that
He never ever fight with anybody. He always tried to avoid things in trouble.
October 18th of 23, Ruiz was at home with her children when his 16-year-old daughter, Delana Bertella, told her a man was in the backyard. Ruiz, Bertella, and another minor jumped into an SUV and chased that man through northeast Albuquerque until he went to an apartment complex on Tulane.
You see Mr. Warlaw walking up the stairs there at that point.
It's one of the minors. And there is the other minor with the death.
A few seconds of silence, and then you hear a yell at me. 4 shots were fired in the apartment door, hitting Roy Ball and another man. Roy Ball was killed.
I asked that she gets if she needs to come to her.
Judge Leo sentenced Ruiz to 20 years for second-degree murder and other charges. Ruiz, the daughter of Delmonico. Well, like from the sun poured on back up in the air after it was raining earlier today, fire went off at the FAA's facility here in Albuquerque, causing air traffic controllers to evacuate the control room. They returned a short time later after determining there was no fire. Parts are going running on a delay right now, and if you have a flight planned this afternoon or tonight, please check the Sunport's website to see if your flight is on time. The United States Postal Service wants to make sure New Mexicans do not fall victim to mail fraud. The Postal Service sharing tips to prevent mail-related crime and the latest phishing, smishing, and brushing scams since 2023. Officials say they've made roughly 28,000 arrests related to mail theft. The inspection service says during the 2024 holiday season, the Postal Service also saw a surge in mail fraud scams, including asking consumers to give sensitive information through deceptive emails or misleading texts.
The Postal Service text messages never include links. Don't click on any links.
These notificational efforts are part of the Project Safe Delivery project launched in 2023. We will have a link with more mail fraud prevention tips and always on KOTV.com. Well, the state health department has found measles in a southern New Mexico jail. NWH says 5 detainees from the Luna County Detention Center in Deming have tested positive. This brings the total in the state down to 86 cases. The health department is providing personal protection equipment, test kits, and vaccines to the facility. They're also checking the vaccination status of inmates and staff. Well, members of KRQE got to escape the station today, take a trip under the sea for story time in the park. This reading series helps kids explore written stories even while they're out of school. This week's theme was the ocean with today's book, Pinky the Octopus, following the true story of the underwater creature escaping the National Aquarium of New Zealand.
Well, as a teacher, we see that students often experience this summer slide, and so any opportunity we have to get books into the hands of children is amazing.
Kids who came out today in Culture Park have their own copy of that book, as well as a free lunch. Well, tomorrow's a big day in Colorado. That's why businesses can start applying for magic mushroom licenses. Coming up, why some health experts hoping there were psychedelic healing in that state. Also, mystery tens of thousands of years in the making, how scientists were able to age these footprints at white sands and why that's so important. Then coming up later at News 13 5:30, this fire retardant is an important part of fighting wildfires. Why firefighters say you should not worry about what's left over after the fire.
Do you see something in this newscast that you want to know more about? Check out Always On, KRQE.com. In Newsted Weather, this is sponsored by Keller Injury Lawyers.
Washington's being taxing us to bankroll their living waste. Thomas Gabe Vasquez voted to make it worse, pushing a huge 22% tax hike on working families. Vasquez would raise your taxes to keep giving free healthcare to elites and tax rates to billionaire sports team owners. Vasquez is supposed to cost New Mexico's working families over $1,400, raising taxes on seniors too. Tell Gabe Vasquez we can't afford his tax hikes. We chose working family tax cuts.
The most important fact is family. AAA shares the same family values. For over 100 years, AAA has been providing legendary service and has helped what it values most, its members. Join our family, and you can save on your auto insurance policy with our competitive pricing. We offer you our support when you need, whether it's questions about your policy or was our most trusted roadside assistance service. Visit AAA.com/insurance and find out how much you can save. Since 1983, Nissan has been sending award-winning vehicles for you right here in America. We get committed to keeping our vinyl affordable and free from new tariffs. That's why we've lowered MSRP, best-selling road and that problem. So you can get the car you need. That's price you want. Knowing Nissan is here for you at the Nissan Summer Sales Event.
Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months on the 2025 Nissan Rogue Pathfinder.
Welcome to the city of Las Vegas, New Mexico, founded in 1835 and known throughout the years for its rich history and cultural heritage. It is Las Vegas annual 4th of July fiesta starting Thursday, July 3rd to Sunday, July 6th. 4 full days of non-stop fun and entertainment. Come and join us, bring the whole family, and discover the fun, music, and charm of Vegas, New Mexico. It's free, it's friendly, and it's waiting for you. Visit www.vegasnn.com to learn more.
Which automaker was produced hourly workers in the country? Which automaker assembles the most vehicles in the country? That's not how it is.